So someone asked on the ladder video, how do you know if it worked? How do you know if you climbed the ladder? And I just want to clarify that video was from a year and a half ago when I first came across that Neville Goddard lecture, and I have not redone the video. However, the whole thing is Neville is talking about the SATS technique where you visualize and feel yourself climbing a ladder before you go to bed for 3 nights in a row, and you will find yourself on a ladder. A ladder will appear in your reality because your thoughts create your reality. This is a simple technique that he taught his students or non-believers to prove Neville wrong, but no one could prove him wrong because every time they did this technique and followed through, a ladder appeared in their reality because thoughts persisted in and assumptions create our reality. It's basically what you do every night before bed for 3 nights consecutively. Right before you fall asleep, lay in a different position so you don't fall asleep right away, like maybe without your pillow, or use a different sleeping position where it's like a little bit less comfortable so it takes you a little bit longer to fall asleep. And visualize yourself and feel it as if you are doing it right now outside of your bed, climbing a ladder. Use your mind power to visualize and feel it like you are doing it right now, but you're doing it in your imagination. Do this before you fall asleep so that when you fall asleep, the last thing you thought about was you climbing a ladder. And I never got to 3 days doing this. I did this 2 times, both the very next day a ladder appeared. I had to walk under a ladder the first time. The second time a ladder just appeared right outside my door, and I didn't want to continue doing it because I didn't want to end up on a ladder. That was enough for me to realize that my thoughts are creating reality. And the more that you test the law of assumption, affirmations, the SATS technique, the more that you practice and practice, you start to realize the power that you have over your life, the power that you hold as a creator of your own world. And the reason it's so easy to manifest a ladder into your reality is because you don't have any resistance. No one cares if a ladder is going to show up or not. So there's no resistance to it versus manifesting $1 million. Obviously, everyone's going to have resistance because we're just programmed to believe that we have to work our ass off and be the one in a million person to be able to get that amount of money, which is not true. It is just basic programming, you guys. So start with little things to show yourself that you are actually able to create things into your reality. If you are new to the law of assumption, check out my channel or Google law of assumption and check out other people's channels. But basically all it comes down to is changing your dominant belief. Your dominant belief is what is outputting. So if you want something to change in your reality, you need to change your dominant belief. And you can literally just do that by affirmations, robotically affirming. Affirm, affirm, affirm. The complete opposite or whatever it is that you want. Affirm what you want and ignore everything that you don't want to see, because reality is a time lag of your old dominant assumptions, of the old reality. So if you're trying to come over to the new reality with your affirmations or your visualization or a SATS technique, I just use affirmations because it's literally the easiest thing. All you need to do is affirm in your head for what you want and ignore the old reality, because where you put your focus is what you are going to get. So if you're focused on the past, if you're always focused on past events that had happened that you didn't prefer and you're just running that in your head, you are creating that and projecting that into your future. So what you focus on the present moment now is what you are going to get in your future. So if you're focused on what you want to have no matter what, and reminding yourself that everything on the external is a time lag of your previous dominant thought and assumptions, and being like, oh yeah, no, it's just a lag in time. And if I keep holding on to my new assumptions and thoughts, there is nothing in the universe that can stop it from happening, because that is literally a law of the universe that our dominant assumptions and thoughts create. Everything's fine because you are going to get it no matter what. It's a universal law. But yeah, the SATS technique, the ladder technique, Neville just had his students do that for 3 nights in a row using a visualization technique, his SATS technique, SATS, SATS. State akin to sleep. That is the SATS technique. Visualizing and feeling as if something is happening now before you go to bed, because that is projecting into your future reality. But you don't even need to use those techniques. You can do robotic affirmation. You can do things throughout the day. I do affirming. I'll sometimes just do affirming or visualizing or hearing what I want someone to say to me, or someone's congratulating me for something and that happens. Like there's a million different ways, but the easiest in my opinion is affirming or doing things right before bed, because these are things we've done naturally. That's how we've always created things, with our thoughts. So just change your thought. It's that easy. But if you like doing all the other techniques, do it. I want to say that Neville had his students also write everywhere on a piece of paper, I will not climb a ladder, I will not climb a ladder, I will not climb a ladder, so that during the day, their brain is seeing, I will not climb a ladder. And he was saying that even though you're programming your mind to climb the ladder at night, even if you're telling your mind you're not going to do it, you're still going to do it because you did it at night. That is not my belief. I don't know. That's not what I think was going on. I think it's because you put that thought in your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is visualizing you already climbing a ladder. So every time you see a note or something that refers your brain to a ladder, it's going back and remembering the visual that you put in your mind. So it doesn't really matter if you have a representation of the ladder, your mind is thinking of that visual that you worked so hard to create that has already imprinted itself on your subconscious mind. So I didn't even use the sticky notes. I just used the SATS technique and it manifested the next day. I've also used the SATS technique for a lot of other things, for SP, for apologies, for lots of fun things that I've talked about over on my Patreon, which is on pause right now because I'm switching it over to the YouTube Premium, the YouTube membership group. I'm waiting on the YouTube membership group to share the private stuff on there, because we got into some hot juicy stuff on the Patreon, so it's for the private community. But that was one of the techniques I used for SP and what I wanted, like for fun things like that. You guys, this manifestation shouldn't be serious. It should be so fun. Like, get excited that you get to have what you want. You get to create what it is that you want. Exactly. And I'm not going to say exactly because it always turns out way better than you could possibly comprehend, because our brain cannot comprehend the workings or the how of the universe. But anyways, back to the question, how do you know if you're doing the technique right? All you're doing is visualizing, using your brain power before you go to bed to climb the ladder, and the ladder will appear in your reality. That's it. That's all you need to do, is use your mind to create what you want. And that is just the SATS technique, okay? You can affirm all day. I'm going to climb a ladder. I'm going to climb a ladder. Wouldn't it be weird if I saw a ladder appear today? You can try that too. Like, just affirm, because it's still imprinting on your mind what you want. There's just different ways to impress the subconscious with new ideas and thoughts, etc. It's just up to you which technique that you choose to use. That's it. It's literally that simple, you guys. You don't need to do all of these 5x5, 55 law of attraction things, place a note under your pillow, and all of these fancy spell work things, etc. Unless you like doing it. If you like doing it, do it. But it's really as simple as changing your dominant thought. That's it. You're just in your mind telling yourself that something has already happened. And because your mind your subconscious mind only knows what you tell it with your conscious mind. So if your conscious mind is saying, I have this now, I have this now, I have this now, your subconscious mind has to prove to you that you have it now in your reality, because your subconscious mind is controlling your reality. It's like a computer simulation, you guys. When you break it down mechanically, it's like that. Your conscious mind tells your subconscious mind what you want unconsciously, because we are programmed already since childhood. So we usually have dominant programming that we don't want to have. So if we change it, our reality has to change, because our conscious mind tells our subconscious mind what we want, whether that's conscious or unconscious. But then the subconscious has to produce the results, because the subconscious is controlling the reality. And then there's the superconscious, which connects everything and everyone together. But that's a whole nother topic I've talked about on my channel. But that is how we create our reality, with our assumptions. Conscious mind, subconscious mind, the superconscious, the universal one, God, everyone that is connected up here, okay? That's it. So try out the SATS technique for whatever it is that you want. You could even do and whatever it is that you want, just stay consistent with what it is that you want to see. Or try robotically affirming. I'm going to see a ladder today. I'm going to see a ladder. I'm going to see a ladder. I'm going to see a ladder. Just keep repeating it in your head and just go on about your day, and a ladder's just going to appear. That is how it works. I hope this cleared things up. I love you guys so much. Wait, I forgot to say, I created a subliminal affirmation, which is like a general, my life is, your life is perfect. It's in you are format, which is the best. Your life is perfect. You have everything that you want. You only have positive thoughts, etc. It's in subliminal form so that it bypasses your conscious mind. You don't hear what I'm saying to you. Your subconscious mind does. This is another way to reprogram your mind. And it's with rain noise. So I will link that down below. It's a new video on my channel. So you can listen to that overnight while you sleep too. Just to help you guys like persist. And I've been using it every single day, and I've been having positive thoughts. I haven't even been like questioning. I don't know. Sometimes you get like in your head about life. I don't know, this sucks, that sucks, why did that happen, etc. But since I've been using that, my mental diet's been perfect. I've been having wonderful things happen in my life. So go check it out. Loop it. It's only 10 minutes. You need to loop it so it's longer. Also, if you need help figuring out your own manifestations, why things aren't working, you just need to vent and get the old story out and done with, and have someone help you with your affirmations and creating the new story and sticking to your new story that you want. Creating successful affirmations, having someone you can talk to when you feel like everything's going to shit, and just having that person there to remind you, no, that is just the old story. Persist. It's okay. You got this. That's not gonna last. Your new reality is here and now, because it is. That is the law. You guys, it's not some woo-woo bullshit. It's literally a universal law. And whether you believe it or not, you're proving yourself right. Because if you don't believe that is not going to work, and your life sucks and nothing's going to change, guess what? You're right either way. So no one can help you if you're not willing to change. You're the one that needs to commit to yourself. Believe in yourself and put in the work. That goes with any area of life. You want something bad enough, you're going to do anything you can to get it. Anyways, all my info and links are down below. I love each and every single one of you. Have a frigging fantastic day, lunchtime, evening. I don't know what time you're listening to this. But anyways, peace and love. Mwah.